Happy Monday! Let's start with some primer. I'm using NYX Glorious Primer. Prep my face for the makeup. You only need about a pea-sized amount for your whole face, eyes, and everything. Really little does go a long way. It's gonna close your pores, fill some fine lines. Make sure your makeup goes on even, last all day. Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? Hi, Glenda. I just start my brow liner and I use color medium. How's everybody doing? Hope you all enjoyed your weekend. Ready there? Thank you, Verna. Hi, Nancy. Thank you, Perla. Crystal. I'm just gonna brush this out. The more the brush, the more natural it becomes your brows. Hi Audra, hi Kathy, hi Dominique, hi Becca. Okay, one brow down, obviously you see, makes such a difference. Hi Erica, thank you. You the computer a lot. Hi Nancy, hi Pepper. Hi Macy. Who got their hands on the new mascara already? Or who wants to? It depends, Bobby, what combo I'm using for that day. The only thing that's consistent right now is that my powder, I use velour powder. But everything else completely varies. Sometimes I'll mix two liquid foundation colors. Sometimes I'll mix a liquid foundation with the BB cream. Sometimes I'll mix the BB cream with the concealer. Sometimes I'll mix liquid with concealer. So there's not a normal, the only one that, the color that stays consistent is my powder foundation. And that's always velour. But the liquid color changes, depending on what combo I do. And obviously the summertime is different than the winter too. As I'm starting to get paler and paler, losing anything I have from summer. Okay, there we go, brows done. Where did I leave off? Yeah, that kitty's me on, he's crazy. Hi Elizabeth. Do ombre lips sometime? Yes, I will. I'm going to do a lip stain again today, but I will do that again. I love ombre lips and I love nude lips, so that works. I'd probably do a little bit darker on the outside and then a nude middle is what I'd probably do with that. Hi Virginia. Hi Gotti. Hi Kayla. Hi Charlene. Hi Kim. Hi Carrie. Hi Brian. Awesome, Sarah. Yeah, I'm glad here. I'm glad I was sleeping through all that. Scarlett's the latest color foundation. Hi Amanda. Should you buy it all? Yeah. Hi Allison. I understand that. Okay, so we're gonna do our eyes and we're gonna start with Hopeful. Actually, you know what? Let's define on my brows more first. And then we'll go through the shadow. I'm just gonna define with, let me sharpen. No, that's not sharp. That's sharp enough. With our Pristine, which is our white eyeliner. Just gonna define under my brows. It gives me a little bit of a highlight, that definition. And of course, it's gonna be blended out in a second. Well, it's been pretty good. It's pretty sunny out right now. I think it's been pretty 50s consistently. There's a couple days that was lower. It was really cold down where I went on my vacation, but c'est la vie. Hi Lauren, Kimberly. Okay, where's my crease brush? Where's a clean crease brush? Here it goes. Clean crease brush. This is what I use to blend this out because the bristles are nice and like tight together or whatever, so it makes it easier. Done nude ombre lips? Probably a while ago. Yeah, I've done a couple different. Usually ombre lips I do a little bit darker on the outside and more pinkish is normally actually what I do. But I love, love, love nude lips. I'm from Arkansas. I'm a hairdresser by trade, so definitely can braid. At least enough. Cassie. It snowed once here on Thanksgiving. I think it's like a little bit when it does. I just use just the face primer. Where is it? Okay. Which can be used for your eyes too. But if you have oily lids, and I've used this before and it works great. It works the same, but if you have more oily lids, the eye primer is definitely a must. But for me, I can use the face primer and it still preps my eyes. My eyes still don't crease, that kind of thing. But if you have very oily lids, I definitely suggest just the eye primer. And you only need like a tiny bit. I've used the eye primer on here before too, because that definitely works great. Still works. But for the most part, it's easy enough, you know, just to use the same one everywhere. For me, why not? Okay, so I just did that. Now let's go through with Hopeful Cream Shadow. Thank you, Ash. White eyeliner, Pristine. Hi, Penny. Lip stain color is definitely Shy. And Sappy is my second favorite, which is the second lightest color, because I like lighter. And Shy is the lightest color, so I'm using that today. Thank you, Miranda. Thank you, Cassie. Oh, that's good. That's a good reason to be in the hospital, though. First I was like, oh no, but you had a kid? That's good. Everything else is good, though? Well, you had him right at 12 a.m., like right in the new year, though? Crazy. So this is a gorgeous light pink. This is also from a Defend. This is sold individually, of course, but it's from a Defend Innocence Kudos we had a couple months ago, and the packaging actually looks different. It's got the purple coloring versus white, but it's actually because we have the Unique Foundation, which is to support sexually abused women, and I have a retreat for it. That's why Unique was created, which is what I love about this company, is that we're mission first, and we have the foundation to help them. So they created they have a couple colors created just for that, just to keep reminding us that they have the foundation, which also means if you do any order in general, you can always round up your order to the nearest dollar. So like, 50 cents or whatever it is, just round it up to the nearest dollar. All that gets donated right to the foundation. I know a lot of people don't know about that, so I want to make that aware again. Just gonna bring some below too. Stuff on my eye. And then I'll go through the comments again. Where did I leave off? Oh yeah? I remember Zoe Dixon. Okay, didn't know. Yes, the face primer definitely works great. Hey Robin, hey Danielle. That's awesome, Crystal. That's awesome. Oh yeah. Oh goodness, let's see. Okay, so I think that's pretty much. I'll just bring it up here a little bit for the blending color, just whatever's left on the brush. So we've got that. And then we're gonna go through Glamorous, which is a deep purple pigment. Let me just wash off this brush. I'll just use like, I don't know, Sephora brand spray cleaner. You can use whatever. Just cleans off the brushes from when I did black last. Makes it easy. Hi, Allie. Thank you, Maria. Yeah, Crystal. I understand. Just relax, though. Just relax. Okay, so Glamorous pigment. Get it on the crease brush. Tap off any excess. on the outside. Verna, come good. Cause I should, it's good. I mean, thank you. Oh, awesome, Allison. What's your favorite color? Me too. Me too. Bring some below. Let's get some more pigment on. Obsessively grateful. It's like a unique expression from one of our co-founders, Melanie. Because I definitely am obsessively grateful. I do not know where else I'd be or what else I'd be doing if I'm not here. So thankful for this opportunity and for everything. Hopeful Cream Shadow. Hi, Annie. This color is gorgeous. Thank you, Sarah. Yes, Ashley, yep. Bring some below too. Where's a one of these? Hi, Shirley and Brooke. Okay, I want to wipe off any excess off my brush. Hi, Marcella. I'm not gonna worry about cleaning it like all the way or anything, but just wiping off any excess. Just start blending it up a little bit. And tap this into the Hopeful to finish blending that in. The pigments and the cream shadows definitely work good together. Just, I don't want to wipe away the cream, you know, so I'm just kind of patting it in to blend this in. But I definitely find, at least for the most part, maybe I can do palettes differently, but with the loose pigments, I find it better to do that after the cream shadow. I just feel like it works best that way. The palettes, you might be able to do the palettes first and then the cream shadow. Kind of depends on the look you're going for too, but loose pigments, I find this way's best. Okay, wipe it off again and keep blending up the top. I did a halo yesterday and I'll do a cut crease again soon. I've done a couple cut creases on here. Yeah, Japan's fun, definitely. Marcella. Hey, Celie. You like the pink? It's still 6 a.m. Pacific time, so I just know it's not 6 a.m. my time, obviously. So I'm not waiting more time, if that makes sense, but it's a different time of the day. 6 a.m. Pacific time is 11 p.m. my time. So depending on what the release is, sometimes I'll stay up, sometimes I won't. Obviously today I didn't because we got, you know, the presenters got our mascara a while ago. Awesome, Berna. Hi, Heather Rose. From Romania? Oh, very cool. Teresa. Nikki. And I kind of brought this up a little higher over here because this is really good. If you bring this up higher, it's really good for, what is it called? Hooded eyes, there we go. Just to bring the outside color up nice and highlight this. Just gonna try to get a little bit more color to add right here. Hi, Sky. Thank you, Teresa. I would, if you're applying it just to the lid, I would honestly just use your hand if it's not the cream shadow brush. You can like I've used the crease brush to like blend it out before, but like when you're applying it on the lid, you want something to kind of like pack it on a little bit more. So I would honestly just use your hand. But then if you're like blending it up, you can use like the crease brush, or I mean, you probably could use a liner shader brush, but I still feel like the crease brush, because it's more dense, it'll actually move the pigment around a little bit. Because the cream shadow is definitely different than a loose shadow. Okay. We're just gonna call that good enough, right? Hey, niece. Full set of brushes is $250. Yeah, $250. No, it went up, Sarah. I'm 99% sure it's $250. Hey, Valeria. Dark shadows, yes, if you use too much dark shadow, it will make your eyes look smaller. Just if you're doing dark shadow, kind of do the same technique I'm doing, like on the outside, and keep like this light and keep the bottom light. If you can keep like this whole open middle area light, it'll make them pop and bigger. Vicky, hello, Lauren. My brows, I mean, they're not supposed to be identical, just close. They're sisters, not twins. It is, Kayla, it's $250. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. It used to be $199, and I think it went up to $250 recently because there was, you know, they added new brushes. Nicole. Okay, and you get this awesome case. Where's the top to it? I don't know where my top is, but you get a top to it to make it to go. Obviously, it has the unique flourish. This thing is huge, like size of my head, huge, which is awesome. So you get that with the full brush set. Okay, nice. Maisie, you definitely just send me a picture of you natural lighting. Exactly, Kelsey, exactly. Definitely. So it kind of depends what you want to do. So I wouldn't do black on your waterline unless you don't care to make them look a little smaller. Shelby. Oh, thank you, Vicky. Okay, what am I doing? Let's do some wings, of course. Let's do some wings. We got to. So perfect is our black. Our liquid liners are felt tips, so make sure to store them down. So in like, I store them down in one of our old brush cases, but just like a cup or something to make sure to store it down. That's a big, big thing with the felt tip. Oh my goodness, I'm knocking everything over. Because you want to make sure all the liquid basically stays in the bottom. That way it doesn't dry out or anything like that. Thank you, Victoria. Okay, so I always start my wings on the outside, personal preference of mine, and I come down, and then I go over. For me, I just find that it makes the wings easier for me, basically. Sorry, sometimes I have to look close into my mirror. I know nobody likes to see the side of my face, but sometimes it's gotta happen. You can, Jen. If you try this way, I know a lot of people, it works for me, easier, and a lot of people have said the same thing. When you start on the outside and come in, it is really easier. So go down, and then go over. When I would go this way, I always would go too far down, so my wings wouldn't curl up as much, and I personally liked them a little bit more curled up. Okay, 1 second, my nose is killing me. Oh, sorry. But that's just how I find it easier, and I like the felt tip aspect versus like a very liquidy, like other ones where you dip it in something and like the end is like super wet, like inky. It makes it really hard for me to use, so that's why I like the felt tip too. I'm just gonna bring it down below just a little bit on the outside. Close enough. I'm not big into trying to be like even perfect. Just close enough, mascara all brings it together anyways. I used to think I got bad liner until you gave me advice to work down better. Yes, exactly. Very, very important step. Thank you, Tammy. You can do a more subtle look by doing this purple like lower too. Yes, definitely down. I saw makeup man. Unique presenter. So for my wings, I like to do like a straight line out to the end of my brow, and then I usually just start it around there. Just like a little bit. You can start like maybe a 1/2 inch maybe out, start, and you can always extend them a little bit more, but about a 1/2 inch out from your eyes or something like that. Okay, so I'm just gonna take, this is also why I do my eyes before rest of my makeup, I'm just gonna clean up anything, and there's not really too much, but sometimes there is, sometimes there's not. But there's still, you probably can really see, like a little bit of product that I'm just cleaning up so it doesn't get in my foundation. I'm gonna do my mascara in a second, but I'm really like obsessed with this combo for like winter time right now. It's the BB cream and the liquid foundation. So our liquid foundation is a medium coverage liquid to powder foundation, and the BB cream's a tinted moisturizer. So it really hydrates your skin, and they just go really good together, I feel like. Because the BB cream's only a light coverage, so this brings it to like a medium coverage. And then sorry, now that hiccups or something. Then I let it dry, and then I top it with a powder just to give me like a full matte finish, and it gives me some more coverage, which I like. So I'm just gonna apply this with the liquid foundation brush. Gonna make sure to empty the dropper in here. Then shake it up real good. You can totally use the liquid foundation alone. You can use a BB cream alone. But for the winter time, I really liking this combo together a lot. So get the hair off my brush, always. So I just use about three drops of liquid foundation. Right now this is Scarlet liquid foundation, and I mix that with Bisque BB cream. Just my perfect combo colors right now. From Low. This is the first BB cream I've ever gotten, which was probably almost a year ago. Probably at least a year ago. Like last November or December. Haven't used it every day, so you can't say it lasts a whole year. But if I use it every day, I'd say minimum of 3 months, probably. Maybe even 4 months. But I've used it a good amount, especially in the wintertime. I practically use it every day. And I just put some of that in the middle. Awesome, Haley. No, definitely don't do false lashes. I don't like to ruin my lashes. The BB and the liquid's a little bit lighter than the BB and the concealer. The BB and concealer gives you more coverage. So that's the difference, basically. Got some liner on my cheek. But I'll do the liquid and the concealer again soon. But like right now, I don't have any like fresh breakouts or anything. So like I don't need any crazy amount of coverage. So this is about a medium coverage again with these two. So it's really good with like getting rid of redness and stuff. But when it comes to pimples, you're gonna want to use the concealer, or you can use the pressed powder. Both are full coverage. If you are just watching me, I just cleaned up under my eyes with paper towel. Any of the foliage. So it's just a personal preference of mine. I know a lot of makeup artists that do, and I know a lot of makeup artists that do eyes after. So everybody does different stuff. I'm not a makeup artist, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that's actually what I learned it from though. Is I saw a makeup artist do it, and I was like, hey, that actually looks easier. And it was easier because like I felt like I could like be a little bit more messy with my eyes too, and didn't have to be so perfect in line, and I could just clean it up after. And I didn't have to worry about it getting on my foundation or anything like that. And for me too, I like to let my primer sit on my face longer than my eyes. So in the beginning of the video, I put my primer everywhere, and then I can do my eyes right after the primer is wet, but I like to kind of let it dry a little bit on my face before I apply any foundation. So there's many different reasons, but more than anything, it's a personal preference of mine, and everybody can do their makeup how they prefer. I'm just applying lightly, just tapping it out. If I use Velour liquid foundation, what shade do I use BB cream? Most likely Bisque. You can send me a picture of you in natural lighting so I can be sure, but it should be Bisque. Diana, Alyssa. Hey, Jeanette. Rose water worked great. Well, spray on your face after you shower. Yes, after you wash your face every morning and night is when I use the rose water, and before I moisturize. Yes, Jasmine, I have. Just not, I'm not super huge into like real contours. I just like to use bronzer most days. But yes, I definitely have before. Give me a second. Oh, that's killing me. Hi, Kelly. I don't know how cold it gets here. This is my first winter here. And I was talking about the weather earlier. Hi, Kaylee. I don't know. It's sunny out right now. I don't look at the temperature. You can look up Japan. I don't look at the temperature. Jacket weather still. Okay, found mascara time. Let's start with the gel. This is our brand new mascara released today. This is the 4th time me using it. I'm starting to, yesterday was like the best. Like as I'm using it more, I'm getting more used to it. Just when you get any new mascara, it takes a couple times to get used to in general, but it's still the same concept, gel fiber gel. I'm just gonna start with a quick base coat on my eyes. New about the mascara. 4 new polymers in the gel, which is just different ingredients to be more hydrating. It still has our Uplift in it, which is awesome. It's our serum for our eyes, or for our whole face, but mostly for under your eyes. But it's got that, which has vitamin A, vitamin C. Where's my little pamphlet that actually says about it? What vitamins does it have? I thought this said it. Maybe it doesn't. I thought this said what vitamins it had. I think it's A and E vitamins. It's got hydrated vitamins. And then nylon fibers is the fibers instead of rayon. New look of the gel. It's just reformulated. Gel's more wet. I'm gonna have to answer the questions after. I really can't do mascara and talk at the same time. Okay, so now I'm doing more gel. I kind of let that first layer just dry just a little bit. Trying to move this mirror back so you guys can see me maybe. Okay, so in the fibers, I'm just gonna very lightly press them down so they're not quite as loose. And that's just what attaches to your lashes to give you even more length and volume. Where's my tweezers? There we go, got it chunk. Don't anything too crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna gel the other eye now. I blink on my mascara because it curls my lashes up a little bit. Personal preference of mine. And then again, I take the fibers and just lightly press them down, just so they're not quite as loose. You're trying to apply them. Okay, and then I'm gonna seal them in 1 second with the gel again. Let me just go through the comments. Yeah, that's probably the best part. Is there's a new bottle neck wiper, so when you take it out, it does not like, there's not so much at the end. Like, you know, this end, there's not a lot like that you have to like wipe off, you know what I mean? Hi Jamie, awesome. Hey Grace. Live Japan. I don't dry it off, just clean under hot water and tap it off. All unique. Awesome, Jamie. It depends. Lydia, a lot of people I know still like to curl their lashes. I'm just not a personal, I just don't like to curl my lashes. That's just personal preference for me. Hi, Alicia. I guess there's no technical way to like say you have to press them, but I know a lot of other people that do too. I guess it's just a personal preference, I guess, to press the fibers down. They're just like, they're like loose fibers. So like if you don't, they're like extra loose. If that makes sense. Hi Jessica. Welcome Stephanie. Okay, so let's seal these bad boys in now. You want to make sure to seal the fibers in with the gel. Not only are you going to get more length and volume with going through with more gel, but you have to seal the fibers in. Again, I need to separate these guys. Just use tweezers or whatever. I'm just very picky about my lashes too. Okay, good enough. I can't type it. Yeah, I definitely don't think that should be happening, but I mean, it's really all new ingredients, like in the gel and the fibers are 100% new. So you can try them and then return them if you don't like them still. Make sure you're not applying the fibers too close to your lash line, too. Because I've only once ever gotten the fibers in my eyes or near my eyes even. And that was just like by accident. Okay. Mascara done. No, my lashes don't feel heavy. No, I've tried to do videos of braids and it's not easy at all to do a video of a braid. Okay. What am I doing? Let's do the bronzer. Let's do some sunset bronzer. Blusher brush. It's just our lightest bronzer. It'll just give me just a little bit of color definition. Nothing too crazy. Just gives you definition. Yes, I do my own braids. And I always do this before I do the pressed powder because then I can just blend it out with the pressed powder. Just do a little definition up here. Some of my draw line. Of course, Grace. Do it for Unique? Of course. I got many different teams. Hey, Jody. And then we use pressed powder. I just use a powder puff brush. If you use the powder with the pad that it comes with, that is like full coverage. But right now I just want to lightly apply this to give me that matte finish that I just prefer. Bronzer, sunset bronzer, like I said. Nobody should ever put the fibers down on your lash line. That's just very bad for that. There's no reason. It's all about getting that length at the end. So that's what it matters most. Yeah, no, thank you. Okay. Oh, let's do some stain on my lips. Okay, I'm going to use the Stain in Sappy today. Thank you, Hannah. Sappy's like the second lightest color. It's kind of like a corally color, I think, ish. So I don't touch my lips together while it's drying. Okay, so again, this is like a liquidy consistency, but it doesn't come out, which is awesome. I'm just gonna let that dry a second, and then I'm gonna do a second layer. So we have 10 different lip stain colors now. Sorry, I'm talking funny. Originally 7, and we got 3 brand new this month, which including the Kudos, which I'll go over in just a sec. While I'm letting this finish drying. Where's my palettes? Okay, so our Kudos for the month, we have Kudos every month, which is just the like deal of the month basically. So this month it includes our liquid foundation, of course, your color choice, one of our lip stains, of course, color choice, of course, and then one of our 5 palettes, color of choice. So you get those 3 products for $89, which saves you $18, which is awesome deal. And you get this cute for a little free bag. So that is only the month of January, or while supplies last. So if something sells out before then it's sold out for good. Just watch how I apply it in the beginning. Blending is definitely very important. Using primer is important, the right tools, all that kind of stuff. Charlene. Sappy. Lip stain. Thank you, Christy. So no liquid lipstick anymore. We have, yeah, 10 liquid lipstick colors, of course. I don't understand. So I used Hopeful Cream Shadow on the lid. You guys can rewatch to see how I applied it, and Glamorous on the outer crease. Okay, so I'm going to do second layer. So you could do 1, 2, 3, 4, however many layers if you want of the lip stains. Obviously, the more layers, the little bit darker it gets. I just feel like it's the most even with 2 layers for me. And again, I don't touch my lips while it's drying. In the Presenter's Kit? Yes, there is. The liquid lipstick in Sentimental. Oh, awesome, Nikki. Sappy. Again, I can't say he's. Bye, Stephanie, then. Okay, I'm letting this dry. And then I'll show you how the stain doesn't go nowhere. That's what's obviously awesome with the stain, is that it lasts all day. Thank you, Jill. For the loose powders, it's best to use rose water with it. Loose pigments? Like, you're talking about the loose eye pigments? You can, yes. Not the loose face powder. I wouldn't use rose water for. But the loose pigments you can. Depends on my look. Like today, definitely not. For the most part, I feel like it works better on the lid when I do it like that. But it basically just makes it into a pressed pigment by using rose water. No, Valeria, I talked about it in a couple videos ago, and I posted a picture about what's in the kit, but there is still liquid lipstick. I'm talking about the Kudos right now. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you, Jody. Okay, I think this is almost dry. The bigger reason that I don't like to touch my lips together when it's drying is, I don't know if it's just me or if it's everybody, but my bottom lip likes to absorb more liquid, so when I touch my lips together, when it's like still wet, everything from the top goes to the bottom. And then it looks bad. So until it's dry, I don't like to touch my lips together. Which also makes it very hard to talk. Thank you, Shelby. Yes, loose eye pigments, but for the loose powders, unless maybe, okay, so we have like, well, I personally have 3 different colors, but I think we have 6. There's the dark one, which I've used to contour with before, and I guess maybe if you're using it to contour, you can get it wet. But when you're using it all over, like my face color, where's my face color? It's Fabulous. I would just apply it lightly with the powder puff brush. I wouldn't apply it all over my face wet, but maybe if you're doing like a contour, maybe, then yeah, a different story. But the loose pigments, yes, you can. It's like hit or miss. It's like once in a while that I use rose water with it, and that makes it into a pressed pigment. Kind of depends what look I'm going for, though. Thank you, Teresa. Why are you guys all frozen? Oh, your version is just not frozen. Just exit out and come back in. Thank you, Rachel. It's weird. Oh yeah, my husband's the same way. He doesn't really like anything at all on my lips. At all. That's good that he likes pink. Yeah, you go crazy. Hey, Ramos. No, it doesn't get dried out or clumpy or nothing like that. No, not for me. Kim. Sticky or drying? Neither. Neither. It doesn't like I can cheese and you know it doesn't get like crumply, like not crumply, like it doesn't break in between my like lips or anything like that. And it doesn't feel sticky. It's almost dry. It's just a little bit tacky as it's finishing drying, but it's basically dry. Thank you, Brittany. It's just, yeah, definitely, I understand. No, I don't think I've been doing blush lately. I just been keeping it more simple. That is funny. That was funny, Carolyn. Oh, I was gonna show you how, because I got nothing on my here. See, doesn't come off. Kiss proof. Doesn't go anywhere. It's there for the day. After about 6 to 8 hours, it becomes easier to take off, though. Definitely. I feel like I was gonna say something else, but I can't remember. But yes, the Kudos. I'll go through it one more time. The Kudos includes liquid foundation, lip stain, and palette of your choice. Save $18, which is amazing. This is palette number 3. I used this yesterday. We have 5 gorgeous palettes. It's seriously very pigmented and last forever. Like, last all day, and the palettes themselves last forever. It is awesome. Come off easy at night, yeah. So the Shine Makeup Remover class we have, definitely take it off easy. You can use like a lip exfoliator to take it off. After more hours on the day, it becomes easier to take off. If you just use like any chapstick or one of our lip bonbons too and let that sit on for a little bit, it kind of breaks down the stain components, if that makes sense. It makes it easier to come off as well. Like if I was trying to take it off right now, it'd be a little bit harder, but you know, in a few hours it becomes easier to take off. I like the new mascara. It's definitely taking a little bit more to get used to, but I'm definitely, yeah, I think I'm getting more used to it, definitely. I love the gel. The gel is definitely my favorite part. The fibers are just a little bit different than the current formula, which I've been using for 14 months, or the old formula now, since this one's available. I was using that for 14 months, so, you know, obviously I'm very used to that. So, I need new mascara. This is only the 4th time using it. It takes a little bit to get used to. Yes, Ramos, I sell makeup. It's all unique. How long does it take to do? Rachel, I'm not sure what you're talking about. Hopeful and glamorous in my eyes. Sappy lip stain. Thank you, Verna. Transition color? For my eyes, I didn't use any. I just used 2 colors on my eyes and just blended it out. And then under my brows, I have Pristine eyeliner, which is our white eyeliner. Okay, brand new kit released today too. If you guys have not seen that, talk about that in my other video too. But it's $281 worth of products for only $99. Like that is the best presenters kit we've ever had released today. Literally, like it is absolutely amazing. It has night cream and like a full size of night cream, a full size of mascara, a brand new mascara, liquid lipstick, palettes, a cream shadow, a couple brushes. There's so many. It's like all the lip and eye products you basically need, I swear to start. I've got a little bit of everything, some samples as well, but there's a lot of full size. And you get this brand new purple bag. It's a brand new case that it goes in versus our old case that was like this. It's like double the size. Because I said that all the stuff, oh, there's got more samples in there. They said that they couldn't fit everything in that, so they had to get a whole new one, which is awesome, bigger and better. So that just started today. That's a great deal. It's $99 again, and there's no fees after joining, so you can do as little or as much as you want with the business, and if you want to actually work the business, I'd be happy to help you. Yeah, actually, I understand. Hopeful and glamorous on my eyes. You can. This is about to be over, so you guys can just rewatch to see how I did the eye look. But I'm gonna get off now. Thank you guys for watching. I always enjoy talking to you guys and everything like that. If you guys like this video too, like and share. Go get your hands on this new mascara. It's not like it's gonna sell out today or anything, but there's definitely a chance it's gonna sell out soon. It's just such a huge day. It's very awesome. Have a new mascara, have a new presenters kit. So if you're interested in anything, definitely let me know. You can go to uniquebeautybykayla.com to shop or view or whatever. Message me any questions. Also, if you need color match, just send me a picture of your natural lighting. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you, Marina. Okay, I'm going to talk to you guys later. Bye.